Reason 6, AIDS activists risk their safety by demanding that governments provide greater access to HIV and AIDS services. People should not have to risk their safety in order to advocate for public health and in order to persuade their governments to live up to their commitments. And yet, we know that in many countries this happens all the time. In China, AIDS activists are routinely jailed for speaking out against government policies that threaten public health. In democracies such as South Africa, treatment activists have been fired on with water cannons and rubber bullets for holding their government to account for their obligation to provide treatment. In countries such as Morocco, peaceful demonstrations for treatment access have been violently dispersed by the police. Very frequently, we hear another case of an organization that was shut down, an activist who went to prison. These people are trying to help their country. They're trying to advocate for the voiceless, to persuade their governments to live up to their international commitments. Why are they being punished for doing that? Clearly, one of the reasons is that AIDS has become a political disease. It's an issue that is threatening to governments. It's an issue that is a threat to the absolute sovereignty of states that don't want to be held to account for obligations towards those who are most powerless in society. Breaking up demonstrations is a violation of the right to freedom of association. Putting people in prison for speaking out is a violation of the right to liberty. And unless these kinds of violations stop, governments don't have nearly as much of a hope in ending AIDS as they otherwise would.
For further information on human rights, HIV/AIDS, and to endorse now more than ever the joint statement, visit www.hivhumanrightsnow.org.